What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Roll. So today's video with my son. Say hey, Christian, to the camera, people.
Hi.
So he's with me at Locals. I got him this week, and yeah, testing out my over-exaggeration tech card for this week. I thought about doing Prohibition, but I'm like, I know Prohibition's decent. Then I thought about, I'm like, well, I really don't want to guess. I kind of want to try some of the new cards from Duelist Nexus. And literally, Overexaggeration is the funniest card in the world. It has 3 effects. So if your opponent monster attacks one of your monsters, you can put it in defense mode. Or you can destroy both monsters when they're battling. Or if you attack a monster, you can bounce your monster you're attacking to your opponent's hand. So it's border wipe, it's defensiveness, and it's Sakurasu armor. So it's literally enemy controller fused with Sakurasu armor, fused with compulse as a quick play spell. Definitely would have been ran in the olden days, so I figured why not test it out now? It's fun. Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships is this weekend. I wish I was in Japan playing for America, but unfortunately I'm not. Nevertheless, man, it is what it is. So I'm about to get to Locals right now and see how everything's gonna go today. With all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright guys, I went to round 1 of the tournament, ended up playing against Runick for hire, and this game was really difficult to say the least, honestly speaking. It was a tough matchup. Runick for hire is no joke. I can see why this deck was doing well in the metagame. Once again, my locals, like I said, finally there's a bunch of different players that have been shown up to the shop. Players that usually play at different locals across the Chicagoland area. I guess they've been hearing about quality, maybe through the videos I've been doing, and or just through word of mouth because the quality locals I go to is getting really popular. So this guy, usually see him at the Bartlett locals, and he's always run some form of Runick or this time running Fur Hire. So yeah, he ended on like the Spright package, Fur Hire monsters, full combo. I tried to pop off with Ferris. I had Droplet, but he had so much advantage over me and just too much interruption. There was really not much I could do, but try to play through his plays and hope he messes up, and he didn't mess up. Had a bit of a ruling discrepancy on my end. I was just double checking something to see what his monster get to pop my Ferris. So I was in the wrong. So his monster ruling was in his favor. I did ask Judges Lounge, and they did eventually comment and say, hey, yeah, he would still get the pop. Luckily, I still get my increase. However, I tried to come back, but he just had too much pressure on that board. Not really much I can do in that scenario. I'm going to end up losing game 1 specifically due to that factor. Coming into game 2, I was just going for Dark Angel, honestly. Dark Angel against Runick is no-brainer. I'm just going to go full combo. He luckily didn't have anything. I still be messing up. I keep forgetting to put my monsters in defense mode. I got to remember that stuff. So I also will be rushing my plays at the shop to try to burn out. Because like these games, like when you take your time and thinking, the game, cause even though my locals, we do a 45-minute clock instead of doing 40. So when you're doing all these plays, it gets really difficult trying to like take advantage of, the clock and not losing time. So I be trying to play fast and I be messing up. So luckily for me, I was able to do Dark Angel, Dark Claw, and I did have favorite contact. He had Nibiru, but luckily for me, I had another mass change. I still had DP, made Dark Claw, and that was just enough to get me there because favorite contact as well, supporting the Dark Claw was a no-brainer, and I had Droplet, so Droplet was good too. Droplet is the hero deck's best friend right now. Like I said, it was only bad during the Tillemans era. Right now, it's really good. And coming into game 3, he's gonna go first, of course. However, I am going to win this one. And it was a really good game, to say the least. He started popping off. I didn't open up any hand traps. I just drew full cards. We did go to time. I'm not going to win in time, however, because we did have a 5-minute extension. Due to that ruling discrepancy, that's one thing I do like in my shop. They would give us a time extension if we have player complaints. So shout out to my locals for that. And I had Fusion Destiny. He de-prison. I just set one pass. I had Call by the Grave to stop his play. And it was literally a back and forth grinder, man. Like, I'm literally just with the set 1. I was trying to make sure that I was reading everything. Because, like, Fur Hire cards, like, they have a lot of different effects. I just want to make sure that everything goes properly. So, my following turn, I had Fusion Destiny, made DPE. He had his Fur Hire monsters, but I still had so much gas. I brought back my guy, bring out Ferris, started popping off. And that's going to lead me to making a Wake Up Your Hero OTK. So, man, Wake Up Your Hero definitely helped out the hero deck a lot. So I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip. All right, so into round 2, I didn't have enough time to film like post-game analysis playing against my boy Tony, and he's using Kashtira. So in game 1 right here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just go Dark Angel lock, and he's not going to have anything to do but pass. And that's going to allow me to OTK on the following turn. It's kind of nasty, but Yeah, and then he messed up. He played the field spell and then realized Dark Angel negates it because he never really runs into heroes at the locals he typically goes to. Like, I'm like one of 5 hero players in the entire state of Illinois apparently. So that's neither here nor there. Coming to game 2, he's just gonna brick, and I'm gonna capitalize on that. So yeah, it just sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned, man. Hero's best deck. Let's go. All right, guys, round 1 and round 2 is over. Sorry I couldn't do a round 1 post-round synopsis, but literally we had a ruling issue, and then we went past time. We got a 5-minute extension. Luckily, I run. If it wasn't for me getting that extension in round 1, I would have lost. So play against Runick 4 round 1, and he won a dice throw, clapped me game 1. Game 2, I did full combo, clapped him game 2. I don't think I did the Dark Angel lock, and then game 3 came down to the wire. I literally won because of Wake Up Your Hero. Wake Up Your Hero, OTK. I'm just like, man, because we had 10 seconds on the clock. I'm like, play Miracle, banish everything, attack, game. He was like at 4,600 burning life point damage. Round 2 playing against my boy Tony. I ain't even seen him in a minute. And then I went Dark Angel. I had Fusion Destiny. I'm like, Fusion Destiny? I was going to go Plasma, but I'm like, let me just go Dark Angel lock. Everybody says the best thing to do. Made Dark Angel lock. He's playing Kashtira today, and I won. He couldn't do anything, and then went to game 2. He de-shifted. I had triple attacks. He ended on a Rise Heart. Did some plays. Normal summon Heroless Stratos, grab Honest Neos. Triple attack, he a Rise Heart, add a material. I triple attacked it, took it, put it in attack mode. Normal summon my other Stratos, grab Ferris, special summon Ferris, attack for game. It was 3,046 and then 43, so yeah, I'm loving this list right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I miss Honest Neos. Like, I liked the Spirit of Neos engine, but I'm like, I missed them quick OTKs with Honest Neos because I OTK'd them through Shifter, because they thought Honest Neos needed to go to the graveyard, but it doesn't. So far so good. I think there's 2 or 3 more rounds left. It's a box tournament, didn't even know, so your boy might be winning the box today. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip, man. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, coming to round 3 of the tournament. Ended up playing with my boy Dom and his Spright deck, and we always go back and forth, especially recently with the new version of Heroes versus the modern version of Spright. And game 1, man, he ably locked me, right? And he's like, sorry, man, I gotta ably lock you. I'm like, it's all good. I guess he doesn't really run it in his regular builds, but since it was a box tournament, he wanted to play the best of the best build for his deck, which is fine. I luckily had Ferris. I'm like, okay, tribute Ferris effect, pop off. And even though he had like a lot of negation, I still had plays for days because he didn't really want to take the risk of me doing all that, and he negated my Ferris and me having Fusion Destiny and popping off because you can get OTK really easily. So he played it smart, he played it conservative, and we were just going back and forth. I had Dread Decimator. A lot of hero players don't like Dread Decimator right now. I don't understand why. The card is really good. And bro, Ferris, man, just abusing his effect is really good as well. People always like, they were like, what does Ferris do? I'm like, go to the background and take damage. They're like, yeah, we gotta get rid of him. So I was trying to come back. It was a really back and forth game. I flipped Rivalry, and I thought I was actually coming back. Honestly, at this point, I thought I was gonna be doing really good. I think somewhere I possibly could have misplayed. I was going for a Wonder Driver, doing big pushes, and it was just a grinder, man, back and forth. He was locked. He had a handful of Spright monsters that I didn't know, which sucked. Thinking about it now, I probably should have left a Spright monster on a board if I couldn't go for the OTK, because I was literally out of monsters in my deck. I had nothing but just all spells and traps. I couldn't draw fusion spells in my life. And I did a lot of plays where I wasted like my Malleys and my Deniers just for I won't get OTK'd. And he did stop Rivalry, shut it off. I had another Rivalry. I had Exaggeration to help out his Spright monster, but because I bounced back to the extra push for damage. He's going to have Kashtira monster. I top deck Hero Live, Stratos. I am going to, but yeah, it was just bad, man. Like, Kashtira monsters is no bueno. That literally won the game. Yeah, it was Fenrir, bro. That Fenrir was no joke. I probably should have just not wasted my Honest Neos in the Fenrir until I could have OTK, but I wanted to keep my Denier on board. But I don't know, man. Maybe I was just playing bad. Who knows? So game 2, he had the Ash Blossom. I was just trying to think of ways, things I can do. Made Dangerous. I had triple attacks. And it's all Olga from here. And I ain't going to Dark Angel lock him, but unfortunately I'm going to make a huge misplay on the following turn that I'm going to make Ferris and try to pop off. and do a play that I didn't have, and that me popping off like that is gonna allow him to take my DPE on the following turn and just beat me. So yeah, man, I kind of messed up game 2. But I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip, man. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, round 1, 2, 3 is over. I ended up losing in Spright. I misplayed so hard. So game 1, it was long. I was coming back. Overexaggeration almost won me the game, but freaking Fenrir, bro. That card needs to get them as a 1. That card is so good. So good. Fenrir literally won game 1. One Fenrir I would have won guaranteed. Then game 2, made Dark Angel. He ash blossomed my Bion to stop me from poly, which was smart. And I added an additional Bion, so when I top decked my Ferris, I couldn't even do a good Ferris play, and both my increases was gone. So game 2, I ended up getting too bored and eager to try to make a play, and I popped DPE, and he ended up taking it by summon link. Anyway, let me open my packs. But I played like an idiot in game 2. Because I was just top decking nothing. Literally, it was all like triple tax. Like triple tax is good, bro, but like, man, like when you top deck it back to back instead of drawing like a Fusion Destiny or like a Hero Lives or something, it's kind of really annoying. Or a Stratos or something. So yeah, it was frustrating to say the least. Runick, Dispelling, Summon Limit, that's cool. I'm going to ulti, probably not. Nope, not a Runick, Dispelling. But yeah, man, I'm a little disappointed because I feel like I punted game. I feel like I could have won game 2 if I would have played better, honestly, but shit happens. Game 1 was epic, though. It was really good, just, yeah, Overexaggeration. Oh my God, that was epic. But I'm loving the list. Like, the Dark Angel is real, so moving forward, we're sticking to Dark Angel. The fact that DP checks them so they can't get rid of it. The fact that it just stops spells, like it gave me so many turns. I felt like I should have won, but yeah, getting used to it. So there's one more round left, and hope I can win, at least get something. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip, man. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, coming to the final round of the tournament. Ended up playing against Traptrix. The player, personally, I ain't playing it. I'm barely playing against him because he played at our other locals Emporium. And I started off strong. Hero Lives into Stratos, full combo, man. Like, this deck is really good. I ain't gonna lie, man. So, as you guys already know, I've been running the Spirit and Neo Protecting the Elements combo for the longest now, and I like it, but Dark Angel, like, I did not know people did not have outs to Dark Angel like that. Like, last time I ran it main deck, I always ran into that one guy who was still running a Link Kurubo. Maybe that was just a local thing that I was running into, or they was just having out to Dark Angel, like, fusing it off with the branded stuff or tributing it out for a monster. But this tournament right here, y'all, man, Dark Angel was really screwing people over. Stops the evenly match, it stops the spells, it forces them to have to do something about it, or they're just gonna sit there in a bad situation. Like as you guys saw in that game 1, full combo ended on set favorite contacts, set Call by the Grave, and set Droplet. So I had everything, had a check for everything he could do. Game 2 was a little different. He had full combo, set 3 pass. I did have triple tactical talent, try to take a monster, and I drew 2. Actually, no, I didn't try to take a monster. I drew 2. Drew into a Feather Dust and a Poly. I was like, let's freaking go. Unfortunately, Feather Duster, he had the Solemn Judgment, so that didn't stop anything. And I was like, yeah. So we just gonna make Dread Decimator run over Raphicilia because she already used her effect that turn to stop my Ferris play. And one thing I noticed about people in my locals, they're really learning about heroes. Stop the poly. But one thing I'm liking about the new hero build is it don't matter about poly, baby, if we have favorite contact. Because favorite contact, you can make DPE, you can make anything in your extra deck with it, which is really good. So he ended up making time 3 for Doer, getting rid of my monster, started push for damage. My life was really low at this point. I set Vion, and eventually I'm just going to scoop it up because I'm like, yeah, let's just scoop it up and go to game 3 because there's nothing I can do. I was hoping to try to maybe win with like a Miracle Fusion or something, but he had too much back row. Like, he really won because he used that Gravedigger Trap Hold to negate monster effects in the hand or graveyard and burn me for 2,000. That's really what won him the game. Game 3, I had full combo, Hero Lives, Call by the Grave. He did have the Artifact Lancia, and I'm just going to pop off because I had Call by the Grave to Lancia. And I tried to triple tax, but he did that during the draw phase, so I kind of forgot. But it is what it is. It didn't matter. I was going to go for the Dark Angel. I kind of messed up, so I just said, screw it. Let's just go for Plasma because I didn't want to make a mistake and leave monsters in attack mode. Unfortunately, he had to evenly match, and that kind of made me regret not having the Dark Angel lock. But Plasma, man, he was keeping him in check. Plasma's my boy. So I was just putting in damage. Plasma was a weak boy, but he was my boy nonetheless. I am going to eventually be able to make DPE and check his board with DPE. We are going to get called in time. However, I'm in battle phase already, and he was trying to say how chain links work, but I declared Honest Neos at the end of the damage step, and he used the card at the beginning of the damage step. So yeah, I won that game just due to time and just hitting heavy die point damage. All right, guys, round 4 is over. Ended up beating Traptrix in game 3. It was a tough game. We had a little bit of ruling discrepancy at the end of the game 3 because I won game 1. Dark Angel lock. I had a God hand, Dark Angel droplet, etc. Game 2, he just had too much advantage, and then game 3 came down to the wire. I was in battle phase. Time got called. My opponent was trying to see how the damage step worked, but I'm honest. I did Honest Neos at the end of the resolution, obviously, to pump my monster, but after he made my monster attack power 0, and then that allowed me to just think it 2,500 directly. Well, I say 1,700, and then 23 directly with Plasma for game. So finished X1 in the box tournament. Can't get that undefeated to save my life. Freaking Spright, bro. It's an annoying matchup, but keep playing erroring. So yeah, Dark Angel lock is insane. I was wrong. You guys were right. I'm gonna definitely keep the Dark Angel lock in until the meta game cycles back in Link Karibo, because they better my locals. They not running Link Karibo anymore like they was at one point. And yeah, I gotta remember to keep hitting my monsters in defense mode. I keep messing up. Like, I would have went Dark Angel game 3 if I won't lose the rivalry, because he did rivalry me, but I made a mistake and put my Sunriser in attack mode. So I'm like, oh my God, I keep forgetting. So I just made Plasma, and Plasma did help, so there is that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get my prize and then I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna take you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, back at home now. It's the next day, actually, so I gotta rush this part because family reunion is going on today. Locals is insane, man. Over-exaggeration. Every time I drew that card, it was just funny. Even though I only used it one time, the fact that I was able to out a Spright, the Spright XYZ, push damage on board, helped a lot. Literally, the only reason he came back was because he had Kashtira Fenrir. So yeah, man, I like the card. Definitely might actually tech it as a one of in a future deck because it's really good. It's like a modern enemy controller. So I did get an extra pack and 14 store credit because the way the tournament ran, they did it based on the first place gets the box versus breaking it up. So let me open my pack right now to see exactly what I pulled, and we're gonna get up out of here because family reunion. Haven't been to one in forever, and everyone's rushing things. So yeah, and I pulled a baby raccoon. So post your thoughts and opinions about this episode of the Weekly Spice in the comments down below. Like the video if you're new here. As always, guys, if you guys have a tech card that you guys want me to use in a Weekly Spice episode, if I think it's good enough, leave me a comment and I'll definitely go ahead and try it out in one of the future episodes. All right, man, it's your boy Rogue Hero, and I'm signing out. Peace. See you guys in the next video.